是插在这儿。这是 Twitch，、
这是
YouTube，
这是 YouTube，
这是立邦咖喱的意思。
行，好。
好的。网那么不好。好了。
没录像吧？
没录。想录可以。
那不要。
是。
好了 ，Okay, everybody, I'm gonna have my lunch, have my ultra healthy lunch. I call it ultra healthy because there's no sugar at all. A little bit of salt in this holy guacamole, individually packed guacamole, and then my super healthy soy milk, unsweetened soy milk, no sugar, no salt, oatmeal, organic oatmeal, chia seeds, Chinese water yam, and tofu, unsalted tofu porridge. I'm eating out of the jar because it's easy to carry when on my way to work, and it's easy to put it into. So here I have strawberries, boiled egg, walnuts, raspberry, and a tomato, and some unsalted soybeans here. So now let's get started looking at art. Today particularly printmaking works on Reddit. Just something to talk about during my lunch. I think maybe we already looked at this artist last time. Thresh Niche Point, Isle of Mull woodcut reduction. Beautiful scene. Beautiful printmaking work. And it's posted 2 hours ago and it only has 2 comments. Let's see the details. It's a relatively small print. Just beautiful. Looks like it's a farm and a river. Okay, let's see the comments. This is Thresh Niche Point, a woodcut reduction point. One of my favorite walks here on Isle of Mull. I just love that view when you come over the hill and see the Thresh Niche Isle in the distance. A4 birch, Monken paper limited to 18. So where exactly is this location? Let's find out. Oh, in the UK, I see. In Scotland? Must be a very beautiful view there by the ocean. There are not many Google images of this location. Beautiful. This must be someone's home or a hotel that has 2 prints on the wall. Very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful location. Cute sheep. Very homey. Very homey town. Homey. Oh, look at these sheep. So beautiful. Reminds me of the movie Far From the Maddening Crowd. That has Carey Mulligan and Matthias Schoenhardt in it. It's a very beautiful show. And very touching love story as well. Okay, let's move on. We need to see more of your work, of course. Printmaking. A staple in most British homes. Personally, I hate the creepy little purr, but he made for a fun cut. I think I'm going to make another block to add red for his face and potentially jigsaw the wall and floor to change their colors. I cannot see a Henry Hoover without thinking of this. Funny, I always think of this one. Let's click on the YouTube video.
Moza or matza?
Why would it be moza?
Matza.
Oh, in order to listen to the sound, I have to put on this headphone here. Henry Hoover. Henry Hoover. And music. Let's see what Henry Hoover is doing.
But if you want a spotless carpet, stronger cleaners are on the market. Mike, Dyson, Dustbuster Douglas, Evander Hooverfield and Electrolux Lewis.
I couldn't give a toss. I'm Henry Hoover, spin me round like quite a mover. Force my nose in a dirty carpet. I couldn't give a toss. It's quite cathartic.
That was funny. Here's a bit odd, but he sucks so well. It's a vacuum cleaner called Henry Hoover. I need to take this headphone off because I hear myself talking twice. This is so cute. Although I hate my little Henry, he does this getting stuck between every damn corner and object in my house. I completely dread vacuuming cause his bulky self makes it so hard, but it's so cute, right? I've never seen a Henry Hoover in Canada. Maybe some families still are using it. I love Henry. Personally, more of a fan of Hetty, who moved to Australia with my family 17 plus years ago and is still going. Yeah, all these house appliances that last a long time, last 30 years. Some of my friends, they're still using the electric can opener passed down by their grandparents. Okay. First time achieving good coverage. South Condor. It's a nice little print. Let's see what's going on. I haven't been lino printing for long. I'm working on a set of Lord of the Rings prints, aiming to make the Shire, Rohan, Gondor, and Mordor. Getting good coverage has been a challenge, but after my many spotty results, I finally managed this. Very happy and eager to continue to figure out what methods work best. He did a good job, or he or she did a good job depicting Middle Earth here. Well, I enjoyed watching Hobbit. Hobbit, the series, more than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings were just too long, 3 hours long. The first time I watched it, I couldn't finish it. And then later, after many years, I finished the second and third. And then Hobbit. The Hobbit, I believe we watched it in cinema. And then after the first episode was over, we realized, oh, there's still half of the story waiting to be told in the next one, in the sequel. So these stories are just so long. Work in progress. Should I cut down the blank space in between? I'd say yes. I just returned to Lipont after still the same post up. I'm not yet satisfied, especially with the foot of the right fighter. Should I get rid of the blank space in between completely or leave it as it is? So didn't make a test print yet. I'm concerned I somehow need to fix the foot in the right corner. Any idea how to move from here? I think it's already a very good print. Maybe this artist should show this plate to a fencer who knows the moves. I wouldn't. Rent a couple prints with it and see if you like the chatter. You can always get rid of it after. You may find you even like how the foot comes out after printing. Really cool composition and detail. I think the chatter will add some cool geometry to the final print. Yeah, all these comments after each pose are pretty technical, because last week we did a live stream going through all these posts under printmaking tag. All the comments are very technical, and the artists throw out many questions on techniques. The gate, Linocut A2. So the artist didn't say anything under this print. Very beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful work. I can only imagine how long this took. Stunning work. I like this one a lot. It reminds me of the Hyperion books. I'd buy one of these for sure. Holy shit, this is insane. Wow, beautiful, stunning. What's Hyperion books? So let's find out. Hyperion by Dan Simmons is a renowned 1989 science fiction novel, often considered a masterpiece of the genre for its space opera, philosophical depth, and complex world building. It is the first in the 4-book Hyperion Cantos series, which includes The Fall, Hyperion, Endymion, and the Rise of Endymion. Plot: on the eve of a galactic war, 7 pilgrims travel to the planet Hyperion to uncover the mysteries of the time tombs and the Shrike, a lethal creature worshipped by some and feared by others. Hyperion and The Fall Hyperion both won the Locus Award, with the first novel also winning the Hugo Award. Okay, so it's science fiction. Hyperion Condos. Are they ever made into film adaptations? Film? No. Adaptation? No adaptation. So okay, there's just so many talented artists out there. There are also many talented artists based in Richmond that we still don't know about yet. What am I doing? Linoprint. New Memento Mori print. Memento Mori print. Just read an article on one of the major arts and cultural platforms in Vancouver, a teenage dancer helped advance the concept of memento mori. Maybe let's see. Or maybe Richmond News. No. Memento Mori, a season finale performance. I see. On Georgia Street, how former Arts Umbrella dancers helped shape Memento Mori. There's a moment in every dancer's journey when things shift from trying something new to realizing it might become something. At Arts Umbrella, the journey builds towards a defining point each season, the finale. This year's performance, Memento Mori, runs May 21st to 23rd at the Vancouver Playhouse. I see. So Memento Mori is a dance show. And see what this show is about. We should check it out. This is a beautiful image. And how do we connect it with Memento Mori? Arts Umbrella Dance Company returns with Memento Mori, a season finale performance live at Vancouver Playhouse. A powerful series of performances marking the end of one cycle and the quiet beginning of another. I see. So the cycle of life. Featuring works by 15 plus of the world's most influential choreographers, including Crystal Pite, Marcus Morrow, Sharon Isle, James Kudoka, Mady Valersky, and more. This performance invites you into moments that are intimate and unforgettable. Each work is a reminder to be fully present, to feel deeply, and to witness beauty as it passes. Join us this May for celebration of movement, memory, and meaning. Memento Mori will leave you suspended in the moment, transfixed, transformed, and aware of the precious now. I see. We need to check it out. It's next week. Just beautiful, beautiful. Ballet. Memento Mori, Cycle of Life. It's just an inspiration for so many artists. We had a show by a local artist, Yuri Alperin. Last November, he had a solo exhibition exhibiting his sculpture painting. He called it sculpture painting because he has these 3D objects on top of his canvas, like mixed media work on his canvas. And one of his pieces is called Memento Mori. So let me bring it up. There, Yuri Alperin, he has these sculpture paintings. That one's called Memento Mori. He used that's a stunning piece. That's a very stunning piece. Sculpture / painting. It's a large piece of work. Memento Mori is a Latin phrase meaning remember you must die. It refers to a concept of reflecting on your own mortality to help you focus on what is important and live in a more meaningful life. The concept has been expressed through various forms of art and symbolism, including skulls, hourglasses, and extinguished candles, which serve as a reminder of the transience of life and earthly pleasures. Pretty profound piece. Well, we wrapped up this exhibition last December. So if you guys want to see the catalog, you're welcome to come to our gallery. Print Exchange, Leno, Minotaur, or a bull. Let's see. Cannot really read the caption here. And Voto in Rojo. Summertime Sips. hummingbirds, and flowers. Any tips for new Wodzilla press? Wodzilla press. And there's a cat. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, by the way, there's so many printmakers in Vancouver, and they are serious. They are so experienced. They are the real deal. My fiance got me a Wodzilla press for my birthday, size A4, and I'm so stoked. Any tips from people who had them for a while? I was previously using a dinky one from Speedball. Is the felt that it came with all I need, or should I get more of that kind of material? How can I make it last as long as possible? Photo featuring print work in the background, as well as unimpressed and the medical t-shirt wearing cat. Okay, let's see what this cat doing here. Medical. Oh, just one image of this. Looks pretty. This machine looks pretty simple and primitive. Let's see the comments. Yes, the press can shift even when it's tightened, so make sure it's level before pressing down, or your print could slide. Congrats on the new press. I have a Wodzilla press that I got 5 years ago that still looks brand new. I have only ever used the felt it came with and haven't needed to get anything else. Yeah, as I said, all the comments under this tag printmaking is very technical, because printmaking is labor intensive and very technical. That's the beauty of printmaking. Stickers. Mars Attack. Yeah, Mars Attack. And Garfield and Mars Attack. Every time I go out of town, I like to make sure I have a decent stack of stickers to pass out. I like to keep a Ziploc bag full of them on me at all time. Good habit. Looks great, thanks. Just a quick print and slap. These are awesome, thank you. Mars Attack. I should review the movie Mars Attack. It's just dope. Old Thing. Let's see what these are. Looks like lithograph. This graphic is taken from an old sign found near the Drak space in Kharkiv. It was once a printing factory. It looks somewhat like the coat of arms of the city of Kharkiv. A3 2026. Awesome. Where's Kharkiv? Let's find out. Kharkiv, it was once a printing factory? I'm curious. In the meantime, I'm gonna have some lunch. The Factor Druk printing house in Kharkiv, which was one of Europe's largest full-cycle printing complexes, was heavily damaged. Oh, in Russian missiles strike. Oh, that's too bad. Killing some people like this. Oh my God. Kharkiv is considered Ukraine's publishing capital. I see. Printing roughly 80% of all books in the country, Factor Druk accounted for a massive portion of this printing books for many Ukrainian publishers, including Vivat. Destruction, the attack destroyed not only the building but its critical scale. That's really too bad. That's too bad. Hope everything is fine now, and because it's just well, I'm so glad this artist is showing this piece that he or she found, so we get a glimpse of this printing house. It's totally new to me. Wondering what kind of printing technique this is. The 23rd International Congress of Ophthalmology. First day of issue. Looks like linocut to me. The slightly darker edge on the blocks of color is a common feature. When ink has built up a bit longer edges along the edges of the raised area, what would be quite a robust registration process if it were indeed linocut? Edit maybe risograph printer. What's risograph? Let's find out. One of the word I heard from a printmaking professor is vitriograph, and he gave me a tour of that entire floor of printmaking department when I was in school, but I wasn't in printmaking, so I can't quite remember what the vitriograph is, but it's just one of the terms among many in printmaking. I need to dig further. A risograph is a Japanese digital duplicator that works as a high-speed, eco-friendly digital screen printer, producing vibrant texture prints by passing paper through ink drums, one color at a time, ideal for artists, designers, and large volume, low-cost projects like zines and posters. It uses soil-based inks and stencil-based masters, and there's a video here. Let's check it out.
You might think this is a regular copy machine, but it's actually a risograph printer.
Hold on a second.
For the past 9 years, my husband and I have been running a Riso print shop. In that time, our business weathered the pandemic.
Well, I didn't turn on the sound because there's a headphone plugged in.
Are a vibrant spot color-based printing method. Riso printing combines the best of digital and traditional print, bridging the gap between copiers and offset printers. At our print shop, we print with 33 different ink colors. Each ink color has its own ink drum, and our printers can print 2 colors at once. When we send artwork to print, a stencil or master is made inside of the machine and is wrapped around the drum. While the paper is fed through, the print cylinder spins and pushes the ink through the stencil onto the paper. For prints that require more than 2 colors, we run them through the printer multiple times. The result is an imperfect and unique look and feel with the speed and efficiency of a modern printer. Over the years, we've printed thousands of books, posters, greeting cards, art prints, and so much more. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about Riso printing.
Series The Fallen Star linocut. This one is special and no comments. Let's see what the artist says. Hi, started lino and drawing very recently, so just wanted to have your thoughts and feedback on my art. P.S. I wanna start doing more A4 format soon. The first big is the only big one I have for now, thanks. It's pretty good. Very beautiful. Special. It stands out among other posts here. Paper sourcing recommendations. Again, very technical. Just have fun learning the art of printmaking. Well, enjoy. Reduction layers planning. I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I'm also technical questions. Etching of my cat. Classic film camera. I think we already looked at that one last time. Copper letter press blocks. I recently acquired about a dozen of these. I have never done anything with printmaking before. I was wondering if anyone knows how I could print these to see the images or what they are actually called. They look pretty rusty. Not sure if they still work. My idea just to roll some ink on them and stamp them on paper, but I don't want to damage them. Any help, I appreciate it. Good question. These individually packed guacamole are very healthy. Just they're called holy guacamole. Even with cleaning, copper oxidizes very quickly, and without a protective coating being applied long ago, they will probably print with a lot of irregularities. Normal etchings require a lot of pressure, but I would think you could apply the ink the same way you would for a regular copper plate and adjust the pressure for the backing. I would try it with a heavy paper that's been soaked in water first. These will need a lot of cleaning, degreasing with the solvents before anything. Then you will be able to get some idea what is on the plates. But etching/intaglio plates have a very different printing process than any other techniques of printmaking. You won't get very far with slapping ink on there and pressing it like a stamp, and will require etching/letterpress to print. Yeah, that's why there are printing shops. You need tools. These are letterpress half-tone blocks, not intaglio, created for newspapers or magazines. I have many, and I print them with traditional relief inks and letterpress. Can easily be printed by hand with a baron even. You should donate these to a school with a letterpress shop. You won't be able to use these without the press. These are extremely rare, very cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. They look pretty rusty and need a lot of cleaning. Yeah, just donate or sell them to a local printmaking shop, and then they can be put to good use. We already looked at and talked about that one last week. This one's new. Please help. What am I doing wrong? Probably a very technical post. Large scale design transfer. Memento Mori. Great regret. Why is this happening? Mozilla Press, how to remove dried cardigan set wash from bread. Use what you have. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Yeah, the 4 Apocalypse. Yeah, death, war, famine, and the stillness. Let's find out. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They were addressed in a British movie series by 2 well-known actors. One of them is the actor who. Let's see. The 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse are biblical figures from Revelation 6, symbolizing conquest. Actually, conquest, war, famine, and death. Appearing as the first 4 of 7 seals that opened, riding white, red, black, and pale horses. They signify destruction and divine judgment, often interpreted as precursors to the end of the world. What horse? Well, this artist did a good job. Conquer. There are no comments. We already looked at that one. Binary. There are many brilliant prints here. We already look like that. And rock climbing, first multicolor print. Good. Stickers. City skyline. So every day you eat boiled egg. No salt, no pepper added is good for your health. These are fairly new posts and there are no comments yet. First ever little cat. Good job. Very good job. They know of the inside of the pre-made Cathedral of St. Mary of Toledo, Spain, 2024. Beautiful. Yeah, we talked about this print last week. It's brilliant that this artist printed the this image on the sheet music, because for someone who can read sheet music, can play the music in their head while enjoying this piece of art, right? And this artist is matching the theme of this song with this image, like this one, the Great North Sea and the whale. Brilliant. The roving life. First little print, we already looked at this last one. Oh, piano. First multicolor print on the tote bag. Beautiful. Strawberries are getting larger and larger these days. These are just humongous strawberries. Lovely, lovely little print. We looked at that print last week already. Oh, this one's new. Anything is possible. Anything's possible. Yeah, possible. Does anyone else have periods of falling out of love with printmaking? After I first go to Lipont maybe 5 years ago, I really got into it for maybe 2 years, and then suddenly I fell out of love with the process. I gave it a break for a year and then found myself wanting to pick it up again. Suddenly the cycle begins again. I've been really enjoying it for the last 2 years, right up until the last print I made, where instead the usual joy I'd get upon the reveal of the first print. I was suddenly sick of it again. I love seeing other people's work. I love the art form, but I don't love it for me. A big part of me wants to carry on making prints, but I seem to have active aversion to it at the moment. Just wondering if anyone else goes through similar cycles. Yes, I think getting exhausted when any creative process is normal. Sometimes I make 20 things in a week, then I might not pick up pencil a month to recuperate. I also think that within printmaking, there's also burnout, wondering if the world needs another 60 frog prints. Well, I think these emotional phases or psychological cycle and phases are very normal for a creator or maker. It's not easy to be an artist and maker because you have all these struggles in your mind, all these uncertainty. Burnout and disinterest aren't uncommon. I think with hobbies it's more common, and may just fully drop it forever, which isn't a big deal either if you're just not into it anymore. It's my literal profession, but I still have burnout with it now and then. For my own work, I help people make theirs still. I don't fully lose interest in it. But the doing goes through phases of high productivity and low productivity, sometimes because I'm working through other concepts. I'm just busy, not feeling it. That's really normal. And of course, when all other people love your art, love your work, and then they always encourage you to carry on. They encourage you to produce more. And that's hard. Just follow your heart. Recent very tiny prince, slug and turkey. Very, very cute. Seeing double. This is one of the most beautiful prints that we looked at last week. 8 layers with earth and mineral pigments. Imagine that on a print. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, you can print anything. I went to the Ship to Shore festival in Richmond last week, and then there were these fish printing tent. It's a traditional form of art to actually print the fish on paper. Let's find out. Yeah, the traditional Japanese art of printing fish on paper is called gyotaku, pronounced gyotaku, which translates to fish impressing or fish rubbing. This practice, originating in the mid-1800s, was used by fishermen to record the exact size and the species of their catches before camera were common. Yeah, I saw these gyotaku works at some of the art fairs in Vancouver. I think I saw one at one of the booths at the Harmony Art Festival in West Vancouver. And the ink, typically traditional black sumi ink, is applied directly to a cleaned fresh fish. A sheet of thin paper, often rice paper or washi, is then carefully pressed over the fish to create an exact impression. Art form, when initially a recording method, it was evolved into a respected art form that captures detailed texture of scales and fins. The ink used is non-toxic, allowing the fish to be washed, prepared, and eaten after it has been printed. The process often involves adding painted details to the eye and the surrounding areas. Well, let's see some images. Oh, some fish are large fish. Oh, interesting aspect of printmaking. Print of 16 bottles. Aluminum cans look exactly like that. It's almost like you're showing a photo of flattened aluminum can with a print of it beside it. I would absolutely love to see one of these bottles in an unflattened state. That's how I understand it now. I guess the unflattened one should be done using the dry point technique or on the Tetra Pak. I had to be a stickler, but this is neither etching nor are they bottles. Sure, it's a type of relief printing where the ink is taken from the top surface of an object block, as opposed to intaglio print, which includes etching prints, and where the ink is grabbed from the removed area of the object plate by the paper being compressed down into it. And again, all the comments are so technical, all about the techniques. Bottles. God. Interesting. Okay, this is the video. Let's watch it.